What if I told you that stronger blood flow, more energy in the bedroom, and a real feeling of confidence, all those things older men think they've lost, could be triggered by one cold drink? And I'm not talking about some overhyped supplement or risky medication. I'm talking about a glass of something so simple, so natural, you probably already have it in your kitchen. And it doesn't take weeks to work, just 7 minutes. That's right, 7 minutes. And this isn't some TikTok trend. It's based on research that's been quietly making waves in men's health circles, especially among men over 60. And the results? Let's just say they're turning heads. I'm Dr. Sophia Jain, board certified and focused on men's health for over 20 years. I've worked with retirees, veterans, truck drivers, teachers, you name it, men who thought they were too old to feel strong again. And yet, I've seen it happen, naturally, safely. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make the drink, how it works so fast, and what thousands of older men are saying after just a few days of using it. You deserve real answers, and today, I'm giving you one. Most older men I work with are told the same story. You're slowing down because you're aging. But let me tell you the truth, that's not the whole picture. In many cases, what's really happening is a slow, silent loss of blood flow. Your circulation starts to weaken, especially down there. The body becomes sluggish, erections aren't what they used to be, and your confidence, it takes a hit. But what if I told you that this one cold drink could reverse that sluggishness faster than anything else in your morning routine? You don't need pills. You don't need gimmicks. You need hydration, circulation, and natural compounds that trigger what I call the awakening response. It's the moment your body says, hey, I still got this. And today, I'm showing you how to get there in just 7 minutes. Now listen carefully. This drink only has 2 ingredients. That's right, just 2. No powders, no weird extracts, and definitely no added sugar. In fact, most people avoid this combo because it sounds too basic to be powerful. But the science tells a different story. We're going to break down why it works, how it acts fast, and how it can transform your mornings if you give it just 1 minute a day. And remember, this isn't just about your penis. It's about your heart, your energy, your mood. When blood flow improves down there, it improves everywhere. And if you've been feeling tired, disconnected, or like your best days are behind you, this could be the wake-up call your body's been waiting for. Before we dive into the exact ingredients and how to prepare the drink, do me a quick favor. If you're over 60 and you care about natural solutions for better circulation, energy, and performance, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon. That way, you'll never miss a tip made just for men like you. And if this message hits home, drop a 1 in the comments. If you're still skeptical, drop a 0 and tell me what's holding you back. I read every comment, and I tailor my advice to your feedback. All right, let's get into the real issue. Poor circulation is like a slow leak in your plumbing. You don't notice it right away, but over time, it affects everything. Cold feet, weak erections, fatigue after meals. It all adds up. And what you need is a fast way to push fresh blood to the places your body's been neglecting. That's where this cold drink comes in. Now, let's break it down. Why this drink matters, how it works, and why so many men report changes in just minutes. You see, the power comes from 2 natural ingredients that work together like a key and a lock. They're safe, easy to find, and when used at the right time of day, they can activate a chain reaction in your body that wakes up circulation, clears brain fog, and yes, increases firmness down there. And it doesn't take months. Some men feel it working within 10 minutes. Others say they notice a difference the next morning. I'll walk you through how to make it step by step, what time of day to drink it, and what small habits you can add to multiply the effect. Because this drink is good, but when you combine it with 2 or 3 smart actions, it becomes great. Let's talk about the science. The drink is made with 2 ingredients, cold coconut water and fresh mint leaves. That's it. No sugar, no caffeine, no preservatives, just nature doing what it's meant to do. Coconut water is packed with potassium and magnesium, two minerals that help relax blood vessels, improve heart rhythm, and push more oxygen-rich blood through your system. But here's the kicker. When you drink it cold, your body goes through a process called vasodilation. It's your body's way of bouncing back after drinking something chilled. At first, your blood vessels tighten to preserve core temperature, but right after that, they expand, wide open. And when they do, blood flows faster, smoother, and more efficiently, especially to the pelvic region. That means more sensation, more energy, and more performance where you want it most. Now let's talk mint. Fresh mint isn't just for flavor. It contains menthol and other natural compounds that ease inflammation, calm your digestion, and improve blood vessel tone. And when combined with cold coconut water, it enhances that thermogenic response, creating a cooling effect that draws blood inward toward your vital organs and reproductive system. That's what makes this drink work so fast. You're not forcing your body to do anything unnatural. You're giving it the signal and the fuel to do what it was already designed to do. And it's not a placebo effect. I've seen the data. I've read the Japanese studies. I've watched men in their 60s and 70s report stronger morning erections, less bloating, fewer cold feet, and a greater sense of vitality, often within the first week. Here's how to prepare the drink. Step 1. Take 4 to 6 ounces of unsweetened coconut water. Make sure it's pure, no added sugar, no flavorings, no nonsense. Step 2. Add 3 or 4 fresh mint leaves. Gently crush them with the back of a spoon to release the oils. That's where the power lives. Step 3. Pour it into a glass and chill it in the fridge for at least 10 minutes. If you want to save time in the morning, prep it the night before and let it sit overnight. Now, here's the important part. Drink it slowly, first thing in the morning, ideally before breakfast or before a light walk. Don't chug it. Let your body register what's happening. This drink isn't just a health booster, it's a signal to your body. I'm still here, I still care, and I'm ready to feel better. One of my patients, Harold, 72, told me he started doing this every morning before his walk. On day 3, he said he woke up with energy he hadn't felt in years. Not just down there, but everywhere. His mind felt clearer. His steps felt lighter. That's the real power of circulation. It lifts your whole system. And you might be wondering, why does it happen so fast? That's a fair question. You see, your vascular system is always responding to temperature, hydration, and mineral balance. When you drink something cold and nutrient-rich, like this coconut mint combo, it triggers a cascade. Tighten, then open. And when those vessels open wide, your blood flows with purpose. And that includes the arteries responsible for erections, energy, and mental clarity. Now let's take it a step further. This drink is powerful on its own. But when you add a few simple daily habits, the results get amplified. These aren't extreme workouts or strict diets. I'm talking about gentle, easy steps that any man can do, even if he hasn't exercised in years. First, movement. Just 10 minutes of walking after you drink it. That's it. Around the block, in your backyard, even inside your house if needed. Movement helps push that blood where it's supposed to go. Next, deep breathing. I tell my patients to do 5 slow belly breaths right after they drink. It might sound silly, but trust me, it relaxes your blood vessels, reduces cortisol, and sets the tone for the day. And don't forget a protein snack. About 15 to 20 minutes after your drink, have something small but nourishing. A hard-boiled egg, a tablespoon of nut butter, a few almonds. This helps stabilize your blood sugar and gives your body the energy it needs to hold on to that momentum you just created. These are the little things that stack up: hydration, circulation, breathing, protein. Together, they form what I call the vitality loop. And once you're in that loop, your body starts to remember what feeling good used to feel like. Not as a memory, but as a reality, every single morning. Some men ask me, But doc, what if I'm already on meds for blood pressure or diabetes? Great question. And here's the good news. Everything I've shared with you today is compatible with most medications. In fact, for many men, this routine actually helps meds work better by supporting hydration, kidney function, and circulation. But of course, always talk to your doctor before changing your routine, especially if you're on diuretics or have heart conditions. That said, this is one of the safest, easiest lifestyle shifts I've ever recommended. It's not about forcing change, it's about inviting it. So let me ask you, are you ready to give it a shot? Are you ready to test this 1-minute ritual that could make your morning stronger, your steps lighter, and your confidence brighter? Because the men who try it are often the ones who say, "Why didn't I start this sooner?" And the men who ignore it, well, they usually come back weeks later saying, "Okay, tell me again how to make that drink." This is about giving your body a fighting chance, not against aging, but against neglect. You're not too old to feel circulation, to feel energy, to feel desire again. And it might all start with one cold glass. Now, let's talk about the first 7 minutes after you drink it. What's actually happening inside your body during that short window that leads to such noticeable changes? It starts with temperature. The cold temperature triggers a rapid shift in blood flow, first constricting, then expanding your vessels. This expansion phase, called reactive vasodilation, is like opening floodgates. It sends fresh oxygen-rich blood racing toward your organs, your muscles, and yes, your reproductive system. Next, the minerals kick in. Potassium helps regulate heartbeat and allows your blood vessels to open wider, easing blood pressure and enhancing nutrient delivery. Magnesium, on the other hand, calms muscle tissue and reduces tension inside your arteries. It's like a double team working to create the ideal internal environment for peak circulation. Now, layer in the cooling properties of mint. Menthol sends signals through your nervous system that promote relaxation and nerve sensitivity. This helps reduce inflammation, increase alertness, and heighten the body's sensory response, especially in the lower body. And that's not just theory. I've had men tell me they feel warmth in their thighs, tingling in their feet, and stronger sensation in their private parts within minutes. The real magic, though, is how this combination gets your body to respond again, especially if it's been unresponsive for a while. Men in their late 60s and early 70s, some of whom hadn't felt spontaneous arousal in years, start noticing stirrings again. That's not hype. That's your body saying, "Thank you for finally giving me what I need." But we don't stop there. Let's walk through what you can expect if you commit to drinking this every morning for just 7 days. Day 1 or 2, you may notice improved digestion, reduced bloating, and a little more pep in your step. Your energy might not skyrocket, but it will feel smoother, more sustained. By day 3, men often report more stable mood, less fatigue after meals, and better sleep. Why? Because proper hydration and mineral intake regulate hormones, reduce cortisol, and improve sleep cycles. But the big shift usually comes between day 4 and day 7. Around day 4, you may wake up with firmer erections. Maybe not every day, but enough to make you notice. You might feel more warmth in your legs, more strength in your stride, and a stronger desire to engage, physically and emotionally. By day 7, it's not just about function, it's about feeling like yourself again. One man, age 68, told me, "Doc, I didn't change anything else. I just drank that cold mix and walked around the block after." By the end of the week, I looked at my wife differently, and she noticed. This is the emotional side of what seems like a physical problem, and we're going there next. Because the truth is, for many older men, circulation isn't just about blood, it's about identity. When you start to feel your body fail in private ways, it chips away at your confidence. You stop initiating intimacy, you start doubting your worth, and slowly you begin to disconnect. That's what makes this daily drink so powerful. It isn't just coconut water and mint. It's a ritual that reminds you of who you were and who you can still be. One of my patients, age 74, said to me, "I started doing this just to feel better physically, but now it's become the best part of my morning. It's like I'm doing something just for me, not for the doctor, not for my wife, for me." That's the shift I want for you, and it doesn't require a gym membership, a prescription, or a strict diet. Just one glass, one walk, one breath, and your body begins to reconnect with itself. And when that happens, your mindset changes. You speak differently. You stand taller. You look in the mirror and feel hope. That's not something a pill can give you. That's the result of consistent, caring action, of saying, "I matter enough to do this for myself." And that emotional transformation, it's the fuel that keeps everything else going. Because when you feel alive again, you want to stay alive again. Now don't get me wrong. This drink is not a magic bullet. It won't fix 30 years of poor habits in a week, but it's a start. And it's often the one spark older men need to believe in change again. Once you feel even a little stronger, a little sharper, a little more in the game, you begin to say yes to other positive changes too. You might walk more, eat better, laugh more, engage again in ways you'd forgotten were possible, all because you chose to care for yourself in a way that's simple, respectful, and effective. And that's what I want to show you next. How to build a routine around this drink that keeps the momentum going and turns a single action into a full body transformation. Let's talk about how to build a simple morning routine around this drink, one that reinforces the benefits and keeps your circulation firing on all cylinders. And don't worry, I'm not gonna ask you to spend hours doing yoga or cooking fancy meals. We're talking less than 15 minutes total. Step 1, as we said, is the drink itself. Make it the night before so it's cold and ready. When you wake up, drink it slowly, standing by a window or sitting outside if you can. Take that moment as yours. No phone, no distractions. Step 2, right after drinking, move. It doesn't need to be intense. A 10-minute walk, light stretches, or even just pacing around your home is enough. That movement directs the blood where it needs to go, enhancing the vasodilation from the drink. Step 3, breathe. Sounds simple, but most older men breathe too shallow. Try this. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds. Hold for 4, then exhale for 6. Do that 5 times. That alone improves nitric oxide production, lowers stress, and keeps your arteries flexible. Step 4, about 15 to 20 minutes after your drink, have a small protein snack, a hard-boiled egg, a tablespoon of chia pudding, a slice of avocado toast. Nothing fancy, just something stable that avoids sugar spikes and keeps your energy balanced throughout the morning. These 4 steps, drink, move, breathe, eat, form a powerful foundation for blood flow, energy, and hormone balance. Do them daily, and your body will start showing signs that it's not just functioning again, it's thriving. Now, let's talk about what happens when you stay consistent for 30 days. Because if you're already impressed by the 7-minute boost, what's coming next will surprise you. By the 2nd week, most men report more reliable morning erections, reduced bathroom urgency, and a more balanced mood. By week 3, their spouses or partners often comment, sometimes jokingly, sometimes seriously, on how different they seem. More confident, more available, more alive. By week 4, something else happens. Belief returns. You stop wondering if your best days are behind you. You stop fearing decline. You realize your body is capable of feeling good again, of desiring and being desired, of showing up for your life, not just surviving it. And if that sounds too emotional, let me remind you, physical health and emotional health are not separate. When your body performs better, your mind follows. You start taking more pride in your routine. You take better care of your appearance. You stop avoiding mirrors or making excuses. One of my patients, 70 years old, shared this with me. I didn't just feel better. I started making eye contact again. I started flirting with my wife again. I started standing up straighter. That kind of shift, it doesn't come from medication. It comes from momentum, from stacking small wins every single morning until you no longer feel stuck or invisible or past your prime. And you might ask, but Dr. Jain, what if I mess up one day? Don't worry, this isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up imperfectly but consistently. Miss a day, just pick it back up the next morning. This drink, this ritual, this mindset, it's not a punishment, it's a gift. A gentle reminder each morning that you still matter, that your health still matters, that pleasure and confidence are not things you lose with age. They're things you reclaim through intention, consistency, and belief. And the best part, once you feel that shift, once you realize you're capable of so much more, you'll never want to go back. You'll ask yourself, why didn't I do this sooner? So I'll leave you with this before we move into our final thoughts. The body isn't broken. It's just been waiting for the right signals. Your age isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter, one written by you, one that starts with a cold drink and a choice. In just a moment, I'm gonna wrap this up with the final encouragement I want every man over 60 to hear. But if you're feeling something already, hope, curiosity, a spark, stay with me. Because what I'm about to say next might be the most important thing you've heard in a long time. So here's what I want you to remember. This isn't about a magic solution. It's about giving your body permission to perform the way it was meant to by using the tools nature gave you: hydration, minerals, movement, breath, and consistency. You've learned that a simple glass of cold coconut water with mint can start working in just 7 minutes, that it opens up blood vessels, reawakens circulation, and triggers hormonal and emotional responses you may not have felt in years. You've learned how to build a short, powerful routine around it, one that supports energy, intimacy, digestion, and self-worth. And you've seen how small actions done consistently can create a chain reaction where the body heals, the mind sharpens, and the heart opens. Now, let me ask you something directly. When was the last time you truly gave your body a chance? I'm not talking about prescriptions or quick fixes. I'm talking about a daily act of care, grounded in nature, rooted in intention. Because I promise you, the men who commit to this, even just for 1 week, often feel a shift that keeps them coming back for more. And that shift, it's not about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming vitality, feeling present again, showing up for your partner again, showing up for yourself again. And you deserve that. Not because of what you've lost, but because of what you still have. If no one else has said this to you lately, let me say it now. You're not too old. You're not too far gone. You're not out of options. You are experienced, you are wise, and you are absolutely capable of making this next chapter the most connected, confident, and energized you've felt in decades. And it doesn't start with a prescription. It starts with a glass, one cold drink, one deep breath, one quiet morning where you make a different choice. That's all it takes. So tomorrow morning, before anything else, before the news, before the phone, before the world needs something from you, go to the fridge, pour your drink, and take back the moment. Let it be yours. Drink it slowly, move a little, breathe deeply, and remind your body, I'm still here and I still matter. Because once you start feeling that difference, 7 minutes, 7 days, 1 month, you'll know you were never broken, just waiting. And if this helped you, if this message spoke to you in any way, let me know in the comments. Type A1 if you're going to try this tomorrow. Type A2 if you're already doing something that's helping. Or share your story, because I promise you, there's a man out there who needs to hear it. This is Dr. Sophia Jain, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay strong, stay consistent, and most importantly, stay hopeful.